We get lot many queries, question related to so many MBA program, and we started off the series with IIT Patna. And today I'm so happy, so thrilled to receive support from a very beautiful professional, Richa Singh. She's doing her executive MBA program from FMS. She's also a brilliant business analyst, have worked in DX technology and now working in Accenture. For that piece, we have requested her to share her experience and exposure on another podcast. But this podcast is specially related to people who want to do executive MBA from FMS. And from the whole team of Leader in Making, Richa, we are so thankful for agreeing to share all the knowledge, especially to people who want to follow your footsteps. So over to you. We request you, we welcome you to share your journey from where you started after your engineering. I know that into electrical. Please tell us that how you started your journey from the engineering days, and then you did your job, and what landed you to join executive MBA program in FMS. Over to you, please, on Leaders in Making.
Thank you, Sunita. So it's nice meeting you, and I have received a request. So it's glad that I have opted for this. So I'll start with I have completed my BTech in 2016, and since I was from electrical engineering background, and every electrical engineer or somebody from a core branch wants to go into government offices.
Acha,
And
okay.
that's when I was also preparing for GATE. But
Oh,
then during my college placements, and I'll tell you my background. So
sure.
basically, I've done 10th and 12th in computer science, and I was
Okay.
very good at it. So in college also, like I was into electrical engineering, but I usually teach my friends Java and other coding languages. So I
Okay.
was in touch with them, and I knew that the companies would be coming up and they would be asking for software development only.
Sure.
So like I am from a state engineering college, and usually in the state engineering college we don't get analysis or analyst profiles. It's
Okay.
majorly into software development. So
Mm-hmm.
like everybody prepares for placement season, and that's when I started studying 4 5 subjects of computer science branch. And
Okay.
that's when I landed into DXC. So DXC was my first interview which I gave, and I
Okay.
was the first one from my batch who got placed, only because of my background into computer science. Like
Okay.
there was nothing asked with respect to electrical engineering. It was
Okay.
all about Java. So
That's amazing.
like I was asked, all the interviews and other things were into Java only. And
Okay.
I was supposed to join as a software developer, but
Okay.
then it was destined that I would be a business analyst. And that's when my offer letter, when it was released, it got me into business analyst. So like
Okay.
in the start, obviously, nobody agrees to that. But then after working for like 4 5 months, I got to understand that business analyst is a wider profile that I can more relate to rather than development. Because it was at my 10th and 12th that I was interested into Java. But then this business analyst also gave me an opportunity to look into the codes and deal with all the development people. So I was satisfied with this profile in the start itself.
Okay.
And even after like 7 8 months, I got an opportunity to switch, but I did not do because I was more interested into this profile.
Okay.
So like for starting 4.5 years, I was into with the DXC technologies. And then I switched my job to Accenture.
Okay. Okay.
So in Accenture, currently I am as a lead business analyst, and
Okay.
along with that, I am also dealing with some projects into project management. So
Sure. So
that's
I
how I
witnessed,
landed into this.
okay. So I witnessed that you joined FMS in the year 2023. So,
Yes.
I want to know for my viewers, for my subscribers, that when you decided that you want to do MBA, and what was that stage when you decided that, yes, I need an MBA degree, and what supported your thoughts to join
Correct.
executive program from FMS?
So since, like, I have told my background, right? The business analyst profile is generally offered to an MBA graduate only. It is
Oh, yeah.
almost, it's impossible to get land into a business analyst after doing BTech itself. So when I tried switching my job after 4 years from DXC to Accenture, when I landed, that time I realized that most of the companies like Google, Microsoft, and a big names, they don't even call for an interview if you don't have an MBA profile and you are a business analyst. So
Okay.
it was like, I realized at that moment only ki MBA is that much important. And if I'll not do MBA, maybe as of now I've landed into Accenture, but in future that growth will stop. So that's when I made my mind after 4 years, and I was very sure on two things. First was, I will not leave my job
Sure.
and do a full time MBA, because I was earning a decent amount when I landed to Accenture. So
Sure.
job switch option was not there for me. Second was, uh, like, if you do full time MBA, it's just that you have to give cat and you have to prepare a lot more. But executive MBA from any college, be it FMS or be it any other college, is a easy option for the professionals. So
Okay.
at that time I was like 4 years and a half experienced, and I started searching for executive MBA programs.
Okay.
While I was searching, I came to know that it takes a lot of, like, executive MBA in ISB, IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, IMT are like very expensive courses.
Okay.
And
Okay.
most important is they are all online courses. Online courses, everybody knows that there is no like substantial growth you see in your personality when you do an online course. It's just that you sit in front of a laptop and you do that course, and even at times you are not even listening to the professors. So I was
Okay.
very sure that I wanted to go into a matlab class, and then, but not a full time. So being in Delhi, and this is for everybody, I'm saying, being in Delhi, if you want to do an executive MBA, there is no other best option than FMS Delhi. So
Sure. Sure.
on two three major points. First is, the return on investment is very less, very good. I mean, as in your fee structure is very less. So if you see on the other like executive MBA programs, it's majorly anywhere between 17 to 18 lakhs. In FMS, like, for one semester it's just 48,000 rupees. And it's not like, it's never a burden on your salary. Like, being a professional only, I can give my fees, and there is no burden on that. So this was the most important thing. Then the second is, we have regular classes. So regular classes means you meet with people and you grow, your personality grows as an MBA student. It's not an online class. And it's very dedicated course. This I'll talk maybe later. Then the third important thing is, FMS, everybody knows the name, but executive program of FMS is almost similar. Only in some like criteria it's a bit different from full time. But all the chapters, all the subjects, all the teachers who are teaching, all the professors are same who are teaching in full time. So
Okay.
there is no difference in curriculum. No means not even a single chapter is different from the full time students. The assignments, the like projects, the presentations which we give, all the things are pre-planned, and it is same which full time students give. The only difference is, this course is for professionals only. And also there are few things that are there into this. Let's, like, first is, minimum criteria is you have to be 5 years of experience. If you are any day less than 5 years experience, they don't even consider your profile.
Okay.
Then the second criteria is, you have to be residing in Delhi.
Okay. Okay.
So if you are residing anywhere outside Delhi, because you have to give your address proof. So like, I that time work from home was there and I was residing at my hometown, but then I have to give my office address and I have to make them sure that I'll be staying in Delhi during the entire 2-year course.
Okay. Okay.
Then the third criteria is okay, these are the two important criteria. Third is like you, there is no formal written round. It's
Okay.
your interview and your application, they ask for an SOP. So similar, so this is the main criteria. Talking about the admission process, the first is like you have, in December only they release the notification that new batch is there, and you have to fill up an application form. It costs around 1,000 rupees, I guess, and they
Okay.
have 200 seats.
Okay.
200 seats, that is for both North Campus and South Campus. So they have two campuses,
Okay.
and you would be provided a choice that whichever is, and both campuses are same. Like
Okay.
faculties are also similar, and there are multiple myths. Like when I chose the campus, I was told that North Campus is the best campus because it's some like it's a main building. But
Okay.
then when I studied in first year, I came to know that all the faculties are almost same, and it's just the distance that you should consider. And this is a very important point that I'm making. It's just the distance that you should consider to select between North Campus and South Campus once
Sure.
you are selected into this.
Mm-hmm.
Only difference is like if you like let's say if you live in Noida, or if you live in somewhere
Gurgaon.
near Lajpat or Gurgaon, so
Gaon.
North Campus is a bit
Very
sorry,
far.
South Campus is very near, and North Campus is
Approachable.
very far. Yes.
Yeah.
So
True.
and obviously if you have to travel daily, so you have to think on that grounds.
Okay.
Like you have to go after office, it's very hectic, to be honest. Like
Sure.
for first 10-20 days, so it's very hectic, but then you enjoy that process. And you are like, yeah, if you don't, if there is 1 or 2 days holiday, we feel like what we are doing in the evening and why we are not going to college, and this time is wasted.
Okay.
Like that feeling comes up when you start that practice. But in the
Okay.
start, it is hectic
Okay.
because you
Okay.
have to complete your, so the timings are like Monday to Saturday the classes are on Monday to Friday it is 3 6:15. The classes starts from 6:15, 6:20, and it ends till 8:45 or 9.
Okay. Monday
And
to
then after that,
Saturday. Okay.
Monday to Friday,
Friday.
Monday to Friday. And on Saturday we have two classes. So one is from 3 to 6, and we get a 30 minutes or 20 minutes break basis the faculty who is giving. After that, then 6:30 to 9 again we have other class. So two classes are there on Saturdays, and Monday to Friday one classes. So in all total, for a semester you have 7 subjects.
Okay. Okay.
Seven subjects in a semester. And for like I have just completed my first year and still waiting for the results. So for the entire year, I have studied around 14 subjects.
14 subjects. So just for my viewers, I'm reflecting back what Richa has shared with us, that in order to get the admission, you need to have minimum 5 years of experience, not just one day less than 5 years. Second, the fees she has also shared that it is 48,000 every year, every semester. That means the
Every
whole course comes out to be roughly around 2.5 lakhs probably.
2.5
And
lakhs.
then it is also very important that you choose the campus. There are two campuses, North Campus and South Campus. So if you are a working professional, you need to see the distance, because I completely agree, Monday to Friday, if there are classes in person, which is your second mandate to join this particular course, the distance is going to be a very, very crucial aspect. Richa, you also shared that the admission is, the notice is being shared on all social media platforms and newspapers in the month of December. And there are roughly 200 seats. So the admissions are only happening once in a year, or there are, semester-wise
Yes.
admission also?
No. So admission happens once in a year. I'll share the timeline again.
Okay.
So in December, we get the notification.
Okay.
After that, form filling and other things takes around 2.5 months.
Okay.
In May, like after you fill up your application form. In that application form, you have to fill your experience, your SOP, statement of purpose, why you have joined FMS, and what motivates you. So
Okay.
SOP, like 150 words SOP you have to upload. And then you have to upload what is your experience, what are the extracurricular activities you are involved in. And basis all these, your first screening is done. In
Okay.
May, you get a like first, after first screening, there is a call for an interview. And around May to June, I guess. Yes. So in a month, like they interview all the people, and the last day of the interview, like in a week only, you get the results as well. So they are very quick in giving those interview results. And then after like a week, when the interview result is out, you are asked for document verification. You have to visit the campus and like verify all your documents. And once everything is done, you will be communicated over an email that you have been selected. And like from 1st July, like it's just 22nd of June today, from 1st July, it will be your first class will start, and orientation would be done on that day. Before that, in the last week of June, there will be an option, like email will be circulated to all the people who have been selected to choose the campus. So whatever campus you choose, basis that like, and it is like whatever you choose, they give you that campus only.
Sure,
So
sure.
so you have to choose the campus. And then from 1st July, your orientation starts, and then your regular classes begins.
Sure. So one thing I would like to, all my subscribers and followers to pay attention. The way you write statement of purpose is very, very important because you should be very clear. Being a career coach myself, I train so many people on mentioning that you should be absolutely clear that why MBA and why MBA from FMS. The clarity of your thought, the clarity of your mind is very important so that your application gets selected. Second major point here is that you need to be very genuine and honest with the kind of experience certificates you are sharing, because it is a high probability that they might, while you are even going for verification, they might check the authenticity. So it is important that while you are filling the application form, you should be ready with your statement of purpose, practiced statement, and then you should be ready with your original verified, genuine, and honest experience certificates also. That is and from your employer, current employer also. That is very important for students who are thinking to pursue the course from FMS. So yes, you have made it very clear that the admissions are only once in a year, unlike other institutions. Some of the prestigious institutions are taking batches in the month of November, December, and then June and July also. So while you are entered in the, you are already in the college, you have shared about the fees, you have shared about the application form filling and the complete process so beautifully, Richa. And you shared that there is no difference in the curriculum, in the subjects, in the teachers, the teachers who are teaching full time and the part time students. So let us know how the exam goes for you people. I'm sure the question paper must be different from what is being released for full time students and what is being released for you. It is also, I'm sure it is in written format. So can you please guide us that how is your exam pattern and all in FMS?
Yes. So, so it's like 4 5 months course for a semester. It's roughly 5 months, and
Okay.
then after that, so 7 subjects are there per semester, and this applies for all the 4 semesters. Seven
Okay.
subjects are, so in the first year they have mandatory subjects which everybody has to take. So
Okay.
it's 7 plus 7 for first year, and in second year it's like 4 subjects are mandatory for the for the third semester,
First semester.
and 3 subjects are optional which you want to take based on your interest. So
Okay.
like I am from an IT background, so I would prefer strategy IT subjects rather than finance and marketing, and it is basis your preference itself. It's not a compulsion, so you can
Okay.
choose any subject you want. So in the first year, like exam is a full time semester exam, and it is very hectic, to be honest.
Okay.
You have to write the examination, and it is all subjective questions, objective, and everything. Like a written pen paper examination is there,
Hmm.
and basis that you are evaluated, and CGPA uh, method is used for evaluation. So like results are out in that manner. but but the exams, I would say, is like a semester exam which you think of, that is a hectic 10-12 board exams. Similar to that only your examinations are there. And for that reason I would thank my organization as well, because they gave me around like a week's off just to give my examinations, because it is a semester exam and you have to study. Like people say that in MBA, and that to executive MBA, you don't have to study that much if you attend the class, and that is fine. But no, you
Okay.
have to study. And there are like in my batch, there are a lot of experienced people. Some people are there from, like, I am from an non commerce background, so
Yes.
for me accounts, economics and subjects like these are like I've studied for the first time, so it's a
Sure.
bit challenging for me rather than for the people who have come from a commerce
Commerce
background. So
background.
there
Sure.
are CAs into my batch, and those
Oh.
CAs, like, I'll give you an example. Like, we were struggling for the balance sheet first time we saw, and they were like so quick, that faculty, and they did on the same pace. So but they are very helpful. So in the exam you have to, like, we use the term sabka saath sabka vikas, and that happens. So the people, like, we get assignments, and we get like some subjects are very familiar to some people, so what they do, they write the assignments and they give it to us, and this everybody knows, and we just copy those. Or in the exams also they take Zoom sessions, or we, on the call itself, we are discussing कि चलो बता दो क्या क्या पढ़ना है इस चैप्टर में, क्या पढ़ना है इस चैप्टर, because see, it's challenging, it's really
I-
challenging that. And since I too don't have, like, I'm just married 2 years back, I don't have kids. There are people who have kids, who have family, they have to support their parents, so they have a lot of liability. And into this, if you are joining this rigorous course, you need to be very strong mentally. So
Sure.
there are times that we, like, sit and say ki, why are we doing this, we are earning, and then also we are studying. But then there are advantages into it. And there would be time, like, you would be feeling very low, but then you talk to your like classmates, and you feel like everybody is struggling and everybody is doing their stuff to get into good things. So if you don't learn, or you stop learning, it's difficult for you to grow
Sure.
into
Sure.
your industry itself and around the world also. So, like, if I say, I have in my batch, there are people who are MDs, who are so highly qualified, like they have 4 5 degrees, and then also they're doing, like, sometimes so we even ask them ki, why are you doing MBA? And,
Sure.
like, what is there for you? Like, you are only giving us competition, like,
Yeah.
in a funny way we said it to them. But
Okay.
then they taught us that there is no age. And I would say, like I am in my starting 30s, and when I joined I was in my late 20s. But then there are people who are in their 40s, late 50s, who are like taking regular classes. And so you have a variety of people, variety of professions. Like, there are CAs, there are finance officers, there are army officers, there are public sectors officers, then all the PSUs, a lot of people are there from PSUs. Then you have from DMRC, you have these IT people as well, which, like me.
Sure.
And then, like, name the profession and you have that in my class.
Sure. So when you were saying there were 200 admissions, so I'm sure the batch must be divided into some cohorts. I mean, not everybody in the 200 people will be in one batch, or all of you, because
Correct.
it's a
So,
in-person class.
yes, so it's like 100 people into north campus and 100 people into south campus.
Okay. And
So
is it further
two
divided into 50-50 or 40-40, something like
No,
that?
no, no. So
Okay.
your class comprises of roughly around 98 to 100 people in totality in
Okay.
first year. In second year, when you take your respective elective subjects, then it gets divided into multiple sections
Okay. So
basis on
if
your
you say
interest.
100 people are called for the class from Monday to Friday, I understand that 100 will not be turning up. But if, let's say, 50 to 60 people are turning up, then all are being taken in one class only.
Yes, they are taken, and it is not that 50 to 60 people turn up and they like it is the attendance system is very important in FMS, and like you have to maintain 75% of attendance, and this is very important. If you
Okay.
don't maintain 75% of attendance, you will not be able to give the examinations.
So
So like
generally,
there are,
how many people you have seen coming up for the class out of 100? That's a very big number.
yes, that is a very big number, and like you have to maintain 75%, so like almost everybody turns up. And it is,
Oh,
that's when I'm saying that it is a very rigorous course. And it is like there are times when you have to travel due to your business, like office work, or you have to travel due to your some personal like things. But then there are like medical is allowed, but then it is not that much considered, I would say. And like this is to everybody who is joining this year, they have to be present, and this is a committed. That's when I'm saying it's a rigorous and a committed course. You
oh,
have to come to college. There is no second option, no shortcut to it.
okay. And this is semester-wise exams you were saying.
Yes.
And when
Hmm.
you were explaining about exams, you shared that there are subjective questions also and objective questions also. So you have your pen and paper OMR filling up, and then you have questions to write and explain also. So what
No,
all
so the
special?
question is like it's same only. It's not OMR and we have to fill objective. Like we have normal question paper which we
Okay,
get in our graduation also. Similar to that we get, and there are questions which are objective also. You have to tick and you have to write those one word answers into your answer sheet. And then you have like big 10 marks, 20 marks
long theory
answers also
questions.
that you have to
Okay,
long
okay.
answer.
So it's a blend of objective and subjective both. Okay. So what all specialization they are offering, and which specialization in particular you have chosen for second year?
Correct. So there are a lot of specialization. Like first year is common to everybody.
Okay.
Second year, four subjects are common, and that is a variety. Like one subject is from operations, one is from strategy, one is from IT, one is from finance, one is from marketing. So
Okay.
these subjects are compulsory. But then you have three electives for third semester and four electives for fourth semester.
Okay.
So, like in total, seven subjects you have to choose in your second year, basis your interest. So,
Okay.
the domains that they are dealing with is HR, marketing, finance, IT, strategy, operations, and then like in HR only you have OB also, like organizational behavior is there, culture, philosophy. These subjects are also there. Entrepreneurship is also there. That like in my batch there are many people who are planning for starting their own business, so they generally opt for entrepreneurship. There are finance managers, there are people who are CA, so they opt for finance. There are marketing, like social media marketing people are also there. There are sales marketing people who are into this domain from multiple years, so they opt for marketing. For me, like there are options that I can change my domain, but personally I don't want to change my domain. That is, I want to stay in IT going forward as well. So that's when I have planned to choose one marketing subject that is into business marketing, I would say. It is
Okay.
B2B marketing, so in IT also that is required. And then I have chosen one strategy subject, then one IT itself. So three subjects I have chosen for this particular semester. In the next semester we have to choose four more subjects. So let's say in out of those seven subjects you choose four subjects of one particular domain. Let's say I choose for marketing, for example. I chose for marketing, so my degree would be general management and majors in marketing.
Okay. Okay.
If I choose three subjects out of those seven elective subjects for second year, if I choose three subjects of marketing, so my minors would be in marketing.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if I choose like one finance, one marketing, one HR, and randomly, and I
Hmm.
don't like specialize into one domain, and that most people do. So that is general management itself.
Okay. So you have made it very clear that you will get a degree from FMS. Okay.
Yes, so it's
And
not FMS that is written on your degree. It's basically it comes under Delhi University, and that degree come like university issues you that degree. So in like how we have other DU degrees similar to that, there is no college mentioned, but like
okay.
Delhi University and Executive MBA majors in this if you have, minors if you have, or just general MBA.
Okay, so executive word will be there because lot many times people on our channel are very, very keen
Yes.
to know that what kind of degree will be provided. So for all the viewers,
Yes.
degree will be from Delhi University. And as Richa is sharing, there will be no written FMS on it because FMS definitely comes under Delhi University. And executive word will be written on the degree itself. And do they also hold convocation? How the degree is being given to students? In case you have any
So
idea about it.
yes, so like I have not attended as such because I'm still in
Yeah,
my
you have to complete
current
in
year.
2025.
Yes,
Yeah.
but there are like convocations that happen. There is an orientation that happens in the start of the course. There are like everything that a college has. Freshers also is there. Farewell also is there. Then college fest is also there. So whatever you get in a full time MBA course, everything is there for executive M. It's just that you have to manage your time and attend everything accordingly. So we
Okay.
have convocation and degrees provided in there itself
Okay.
after your course is complete and the results are out by August September.
Okay. Okay. And I would also be very keen to know that what kind of placement support or internship support, because internship and projects are the one of the key aspect of any MBA program, and they are being weighted also. So
Correct.
when this happens, the internship, the project, because it is done at the
So
end of the first year and placements at the end of the second year.
so this is different, which I was talking about in like earlier. This is different from full time. In full time you have placement practices that are followed, and college is involved into this. Since we all are working professionals and we have received our NOC from our respective organizations, so your organization will never give you NOC if you go and study and you want to go into a different company. They will never allow you for that. So that's the matter of fact. If you have given NOC, that means you have to stay in your organization even after completion of that course. And but there is no like compulsion to it. People change after that. But there is, what I wanted to say is, there is no formal placement that is provided for executive MBAs because they are all working professionals and there are all like 5 years experience. The important thing is, and also there is no internship that you are required to do. If you want to do, that is fine. Like for these 3 months, 6th April was the last day when I had my second semester's examination, and then after that till 1st of July I have my holidays. So during
Okay.
this period, if you want, you can upskill yourself. If you want, you can do the internship. But college is not asking you to compulsorily do that. But there are, like, I have also done one course in my organization in AI, and there are other people also, my friends and my batchmates, which I see that they do multiple courses, like professional courses, which we regularly do, certifications which we regularly do. But like FMS is not asking you to do these things,
Sure, sure,
and no formal placement. But there is also an important thing, since FMS is a very old organization, we have a huge alumni base.
sure.
So getting into a company where, like, if I search on LinkedIn, let's say I search some company, let's say for example Aristocrat, that is
Okay.
not much heard, for example, much heard. It is not like that common, like Accenture or Google or like those. So it's like, if say it's a good company, but it's not heard. But then if you search on LinkedIn, since the alumni base is so much, you'll find one or two people there who are from your organization. And trust me, if you reach them, you will never be disappointed. They will refer you. So this referral thing, which this networking gives you, is because of FMS alumni base. And we have like alumni meet as well. And there are like MDs, managers, managing directors into big organizations. So if you approach them, being from the same college, they will never say that they can't refer. So like I have received a lot of support from my seniors, and they only guided me which subjects to take, which like how I can progress. Like I am a business analyst, if I take finance, will it be beneficial for me? If I take marketing, how it will be? So you get a lot of support, but there is no formal thing that happens from the college itself, how it is done for the full time MBA batch.
Sure. Richa, we would definitely request you to continue from this note in the next podcast. May I request all of you that I want Richa to explain how she connected with alumni? Because I think if you're working in an organization full time and they have been generous enough to support you to complete your similar like full time MBA program, and that too from FMS, it is very important that how you are upgrading yourself, upskilling yourself, but simultaneously you are being honest and loyal to your existing organization, which supported you for this program. So in the next episode and podcast, we will request you to continue little bit more on the placement which is associated with the alumni support for working professionals. Second, we would also request you to share more about the interview part, the formal interview part, if there is any for the entrance process. And third, we would also request you to share what all you learned in your working organization, as a role per se, that what a business analyst should do, what all skills are required, what all certifications are required. So I would like you to continue all these inputs in the next podcast. And for this, I thank you so much for being so honest, so full of examples and reality in sharing all the information related to FMS. Thank you so very much, Richa, and looking forward to your second podcast.
Thank you so much for this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.